Hello. It's October now, which means it's the month of spooky and scary, and it got me thinking about being scared. There's a lot of different reasons to be scared in life, like the ongoing threat of dying any day, and things like giant snapping tortoises. But there's two types of fear. There's, traditional fear of things like the dark and some guy in the dark going to stab you, or Freddy Fazbear, or Five Nights at Freddy's Bonnie being at your doorstep in the night. I guess that's rational fear. Fear of things that can actually harm you. The thing in your brain that makes you avoid those things so you live. But then there's a different kind of fear that isn't really even fear. It's those moments when you just kind of feel that first day of a new school when you don't know anybody. That line up for a roller coaster that you're really scared of. That walk up to a girl in the supermarket that you rather fancy and you think is way too nice to ever even talk to you. These moments are some of the scariest things in life. Not really scary, but you know what I mean. That feeling inside you where you're just that feeling of I want to do it, but I also so much don't. It would be so much easier just to not. Maybe I shouldn't. Don't think that. Whenever I have a moment like that nowadays, I always think back to this time at what other place except Disneyland. There's this time at Disneyland. I was there with my family at about 12 or 13 years old. And I was there with my family. And they have this roller coaster at Disneyland. California Screaming. Now called the Incredicoaster. Back when I went, it was called California Screaming. Same roller coaster, more Incredibles. I saw this roller coaster and it looked really cool. I wanted to try it. I had tried other roller coasters that were smaller before that I really, really liked. But this is the biggest one I've ever done. And it scared me. But I wanted to do it. I wanted to try it. And my mom really wanted to try it because she really likes roller coasters. And so we got in line. And I started stressing out. I was freaking out. I was, oh my God, this has a loop-de-loop. I've never done a loop-de-loop before. This is a fast roller coaster. I don't want to do this. I know for a fact that I wasn't going to die. It's Disneyland. They're not going to let you die. I knew that much. But still, even though I knew I wasn't going to die, I didn't want to do it. But I did want to do it. I wanted to try it, but I was so scared. I was in that line just freaking out like... I kept telling my mom and saying, listen, I don't want to ride this that bad. Like, we could just, it's a long lineup and stuff. She's like, no, we'll just stay in it. And I was like, I'm not sure I want to do this, Mom. I don't know if I want to go on this. And she said, you'll be fine. I didn't put up that much of a fight to leave the line because, again, I did want to go on this roller coaster, but I also didn't, and exactly what I said before, that feeling of, But moments like these in life are some of the most important. So we get up to the front, we get into that roller coaster. Even as I'm sitting in that seat, I'm gripping that bar they give you, and we roll up to the first whoosh that it does. It does a little whoosh. You've probably seen the whoosh if you know the roller coaster. Whoosh. And we approach that whoosh, and I'm still going, oh my God, should I have done this? Is this the worst mistake in my life? I don't know. And then something happened. We went on the roller coaster, and we went off the roller coaster. I got off of it, and I stood there, and I said, can we go back through again? That was the best roller coaster I've ever been on. That was the best ride I've ever been on at Disneyland. This is my favorite roller coaster now. This is my favorite ride at Disneyland. And ever since then, whenever I'm in a situation like that, where I'm feeling scared, and there's something I want to do, but I'm feeling scared to do it, and that I don't want to because it's scary, I always just think back to that moment. Because of that roller coaster, I've ridden countless other roller coasters and had so much fun on them and experienced so much joy in my life on many different roller coasters that I never would have if that day I backed out and didn't go on California Screaming. Again, now the Incredicoaster. So ever since then, whenever I'm in any kind of situation like this, like that, where there's something I want to do and I'm scared and I don't want to do it and I'm scared of how it's going to end up and I am not sure if I should do it, and I always just think back to that day at California Screaming. The scariest things in life are by far the most important. Always. At the end of the day, it's just a roller coaster. I could have just as easily not gone on it and still had a great day at Disneyland, but I wouldn't have a new favorite ride. I wouldn't go on so many other roller coasters in the future. A now core part of myself would have never been established. So if you're faced with something similar in your day-to-day, in your weeks to come, in your life to come, and you're feeling apprehensive, You're feeling scared to do it, but it's something you know you truly want to do. No matter how scary, no matter how hard it is, do it. Because the scariest things in life are the most important. I'm going to buy watermelons from the dollar store now. Goodbye.